Hey everyone, it is Sunday, September 3rd, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a great day so far. I'm in a really good place and excited for a productive session as usual. Um, gonna just get right down to business today. Gonna hit some online classes. I'll update you guys with what I'm doing there. Going to hit a quick drum practice, share what I'm doing on that front, and then just gonna track this solo and hopefully knock it out for good. I'll let you guys know how that goes at the end. All right. Really good session, honestly. I'm always a little bit at a loss for sometimes for words at the end of a session like the one I just had. And I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, overall, really good session. Really good session. Got it on the online class front. Spent some extra time just digging through my Facebook strategy, getting that locked up, and moving forward with that. Um, Main takeaways from that again are just shareable content, build your email list, make sure you have a call to action in your banner on your Facebook page, and then like a join the email list or buy my new album or whatever that is. And then just make sure you engage with people. The faster you respond to people when they comment or like your stuff, the more reach you're gonna get on your posts. So just the rules of the game. I'm just saying them. I'm not saying you should do that or you need to do that or anything like that. I'm just saying if you're gonna go that route, that's what people who are winning at that game are doing. That's all I'm saying. So that was great. I mean, this class has just been awesome. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what's going to come out of it, and that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. But overall, I just am stoked that I'm learning all this stuff. I think it's fascinating information just in its own right, and obviously related to music. It's super exciting. Thinking about finding an audience for my stuff and really finding those people who are already ready to connect with what I'm doing. It's just a beautiful thing. Um, so I am excited to embrace the positive aspects of that technological advancement. I think evolution, as far as I understand it, seems to be a pretty neutral force. It's all about what we do with that technology, how we utilize it, how we frame it in our minds, and the impact that we allow it to have on our lives. You know, that's really what matters, because change is the only constant, guys. Things are gonna keep evolving and changing. That's just a given. I don't think anyone's gonna slow that down or stop that permanently. You know, it's just a fact of life, and it's good to appreciate what's come before. And there's always something gained and something lost in the process of evolution. That's just how it goes. So, without getting too deep there, um, did that. Got it on the drum practice front. I'm doing a really good job just figuring out what I want to work on and being diligent about that. I was just doing some double strokes with my feet. In fact, I'm going to record that as soon as I finish that in my little practice log, just make sure I'm moving forward with that. I couldn't get the tempo that fast without making things a little less clean than I wanted them to be, so that'll be my project over the next few days, just working on my singles and doubles with my feet. Um, and I'm happy to be moving forward with that. And then just took a short break, did some reading out of the Recording Secrets from the Small Studio book, just more case studies about ensemble recording. Um, and the main takeaway from that was I'll probably think of it later. Main takeaway from that. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'll find out tomorrow. Oh, main takeaway from that is what I already said yesterday, actually, which is, I remembered, which is it's all about getting a great performance. It's the best engineers aren't always necessarily the most technically accomplished or the people who can get you the most killer sound that's humanly possible. A lot of the best engineers out there are people who can get the greatest performance out of the artist and read the moment and create a killer vibe on your track, and that's really what makes great records great, is capturing that moment, that essence that's ineffable, not scientific in the way that it's like you can just recreate it immediately, some other time. That's why recordings are awesome. You capture that magic and then you can re-experience it over and over and over and over again. That's what makes great recordings such a great asset to us as human beings. So that was great, and then a great reminder, and then got into the production front and just hit that hard. I listened back to my takes from yesterday, edited some of the sound design I was doing with it, delays. I had way too much delay on it. And yeah, just realized it's actually a pretty good take. That first take I did just randomly was like, wow, I mean, it just pays to prepare. I really polished that solo quite a bit before I even plugged in, so that was nice. I knew what I was going for. Alright, sorry that camera just died. Switching over to the other one here. So then I just thought, let me do some more takes on this and just see what I get, polish up the sound. So I plugged in and started playing around with the presence and the EQ and stuff, different distortions, and I was like, nah, I'm kind of happy with the way things were before. I rolled off the top end of the treble just a tiny bit, because like I said yesterday, it was coming in a little too bright, a little harsher than I wanted. And then I just rolled off the top of my tone control on my guitar and dialed the volume back just like a tiny bit, just to get the harshness out of the sound of the instrument and the patch. And then I started playing around with the wah pedal, because I was having some ideas about that yesterday, and I was like, man, this really does add a lot of energy and expressiveness to this thing. And a lot of the guitar solos I've done in the past that I've been most happy with have incorporated the wah pedal, because it just gives me an extra element of control and emotion in the sound when I'm trying to deliver something. So yeah, I just set up for that and just started tracking with that. I started slow again with the metronome, because I was in a different seating position than I was when I was rehearsing it for the past few weeks. So I just started at 30 BPM below the target BPM and just worked my way up in 5 BPM increments again, just getting comfortable with it, trying to feel solid and feel tight and feel like I can focus on other things. And then I just started tracking. I probably did like maybe like 8 takes or something like that, and the last one was pretty powerful, just as far as my experience while I was doing the take and how I felt about it while I was going through it. That's not the only barometer that I use to figure out what takes are the best, but it's definitely like been a good indicator in the past. And yeah, it was the very last take, just like a couple minutes to go in the session, and I'm like, the second to last one, I was like, this is going to be the last one, and it's always not the last one. I did that one, and I was like, oh man, this is terrible. I had to stop halfway through. It was the only take I had to stop halfway through the entire session. And then I was like, well, just give me one more, punched in, and then just bam, just nailed it. So it's such a special moment, it's just like, wow, how is that even possible? How does that even make sense? It's just, sometimes you tap into this thing that's beyond your own willpower, and I think that's really the point of showing up every day, being consistent with your routine, really focusing on executing the process well, just getting great at that. I really think what that's all about is you open yourself up for those powerful, inspired moments of chance or inspiration or divinity, like whatever you want to call it, whatever your belief system allows you to contextualize those things that sort of go beyond where the rational mind is capable of explaining everything. I've read a lot recently where it's like, that's pretty much what the creative practice is about. You get in the zone and then you hope. It's like going surfing. You go out to the water, you get in the water, you got your board, you got all your gear, you're ready to rock. You've taken care of everything you can control. and then the rest is up to the elements. You know, how's the session that day? How are the waves that day? You know, sometimes it's killer. Sometimes you show up, you feel like crap, and then it's a killer session. Sometimes you show up, you feel great, and there's no waves. I mean, it's just day in, day out, the process. That's why I'm sharing it through this channel. So appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any thoughts on anything I've talked about today. Hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, enjoying the process, just being the person you want to be. That's really what I would like to see in this world, is people just being honest with themselves about what they want and then going after that, whatever it takes. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And it's not necessarily what most people would call easy, but I definitely think it's worth it. And we'll see how far I can take that vision. So hope you guys are out there enjoying the long weekend if you're in the United States.